It's Ebony with Everyday Melanin Magazine. I just gotta let y'all know I'm here with these crazy two fools, the podcast brothers.
Yes, sir.
If you don't know who they are, you're about to find out. Again, as y'all know, we have this special edition of the magazine coming out. It's all about the men in Trenton and what they are doing. They were nominated and they were selected as the hardest working men. So I'm just gonna let them go ahead and get into this. Tell them, what is it y'all do?
Go ahead, bro.
We are the Podcast Brothers, the comedic entertainment podcast that sparks the conversation. Dropping every Monday, record live at Starbucks every Sunday.
Yes.
And it's an honor to be nominated as two of the hardest working men in the town, man. We definitely appreciate that.
Yes, man, absolutely. And you can follow all of our social medias, Podcast Brothers, on damn near everything.
Everything?
And you can get that information.
Everything?
Yes,
Everything.
ma'am.
Now,
Yes,
what
ma'am.
is it y'all talk about on this podcast?
Man,
Everything?
we talk about everything. We talk about mental health, to relationships, to love, to situations within relationships that we all come
Absolutely,
across,
absolutely.
and everybody handles differently because, you know, there's no blueprint to it, so everybody does their own thing based on how they feel. So we just kind of make conversations that people have behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? We have those same conversations in front of everybody, so, you know, we can all kind of come to some type of understanding on what we all doing out here. Just had a conversation for more understanding.
I have to say shout out to y'all for this though, because there's not many men that do speak on these things. There's a lot of women, shout out to us too, but at the end of the day, we need the men, and this is great because
That's it.
again, you got probably a lot of men listening in on this podcast, and if you don't, y'all better start
You better
because
start.
this is
You
where
better
it's at. So I want to just jump into something real quick. What do you guys do outside of the podcast? Do you do anything else? Families, working, what do you do?
Man, I'm a father of four.
Oh,
Father of four. so-
Father of one.
You all set? Hey, that was the name of his album cover, right?
It was.
I am a father of four, man. So juggling four children, all different age groups, so many different emotions. That's what I do. You know what
what
I'm
time
saying?
do you wake up in the morning?
I wake up at 4 in the morning.
4 a.m.
So I can be
y'all.
at the gym at 5 in the morning.
Woo!
So I can get done my
Not
workout
me.
and be at work at 6:30 in the
Where we
morning.
at?
I wake up at 7 every day to be to work at 8. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out
That's
to
what
both
I
of
do.
y'all.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You got to find time for yourself, man. You know,
Yeah.
I learned that from like Puff Daddy, The Rock, people like that. You know, the earliest you wake up, the more you can get done. Like
Oh, absolutely.
people still be asleep when I'm clanging and banging in the gym. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
I was about
know.
to say I be asleep, but sometimes I'm actually awake because my thoughts is just running with ideas, and I literally don't get up to jot them down because my phone is right there, so I just put them in my notes. I'm
Hey,
just up,
you know-
and the light just shining, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I ain't going to sleep yet. And then when I do go to sleep,
I have those same moments sometimes. I
still
wake up
sleep through
early,
it.
but I just don't get out of bed until it's time to do what I need to do.
there is nothing.
You know
wrong
what I'm saying?
with
Unless
that.
my son doesn't wake up. My son sleeps like he works all the hours. So he'll go to bed at 8 o'clock. He don't wake up till 8:30 the next morning.
I wish.
He
I
literally
wish.
sleeps all night
Now,
long.
I'm
So-
bragging about waking up at 4, but I would love to be able to take it down at 8 and wake up at 8:30. Just give me that.
I would too.
Just give me that.
the
So,
all of her life.
man, it's crazy. But
Now, do y'all have anything coming or going on in the future? Like, what are you guys, are you trying to expand this? Like, are you trying to do anything with the community?
Well-
Which I know this is bringing the community together, just listening and talking
Yeah.
about, you know, current events.
I've been in contacts. We have a relative of ours, an uncle. Shout out to Creative. He's one of the owners of the Trenton Prime Seafood Store.
Oh, nice.
Over there by the arena for the locals that know. And I was in contact with him in regards to having some type of men's empowerment brunch. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like an all-black affair, so to speak. I talked to bro about it. He signed off on it. I talked to my uncle about it. He signed off on it. And we just got to come up with a date and an itinerary and, you know what I'm saying, and a layout of what we want to discuss for that day. And, you know what I'm saying, and just promote it that way so we can get a lot of men in the building, because as we all know, there's been a lot of violence
Right.
happening lately and things of that
Right.
nature. So,
Right.
you know, the more men that we get to come together and kind of get all on one accord in regards to the improvement we want to see in the city, and kind of get the youngest on the right track to put the guns
Create
down.
like a
and,
mentorship type
yeah,
of
you know what I'm saying?
something
Create
based
another
like
thing
that.
for people
Yeah.
to look forward to or get into, you know what
That's
I'm saying?
awesome.
To have more outlets so the violence can kind of cease. And
That's awesome.
Also, with the walk-in policy at Starbucks, you know, it don't it's not always just us two on the podcast. We have guests. There's a lot of talent in the town, and a lot of talent always comes through. No matter what it is, you can have a pastry business, you can have a clothing line. It's not just about music, but if you are music, not everybody's a rapper. You got R&B singers, you got musicians, you got producers. So
writers,
you got writers, and the next step, what I want to get into, I really want to get into act. I want to get into film.
Ooh,
I want like a short. I want like a short film, man.
And I'm dope with the acting. You know what I'm saying? I'm just dope. So
this guy,
man. Like, you know, the podcast. Like, a lot of people don't know what you can get out of a podcast, but when you've been, first off, we just recorded our third year anniversary episode 24 hours ago. So when you're doing it that long, on the microphone, talking, producing, it makes you want more. So now you're ready to speak, you're ready to talk, you're ready to take it to the next level, and you have that energy because you've been you've been consistent with putting on a show basically already. You know, so now we've already had a live show. Last year we did a live show. Shout out to that.
Shout out to everybody who came through the live show last year.
Definitely want to have another live show, bigger a venue.
I'll make sure I get that info when you do.
We definitely want to do a live show.
Absolutely, yeah.
So we definitely got a lot going on. 3 years in, but we only just begun. This is the beginning.
And we made a lot of connections with a lot of dope people. It's reached a plateau that I seriously didn't even consider thinking it would reach when we first got started.
That's awesome.
I just got into it just so I can talk trash. People can hear my voice and I can have something to do with my brother. But then it turned into something special because you can't get to 138 episodes without having the support of the people in the community and other people that got things going on, and they bring what they bring to our show when they come as guests on top of what we already provide. So it's just been a great ride for these whole 3 years ever since, man.
I'm proud of y'all.
Yeah, well,
I really am.
Thanks.
Like, I feel like it all started because y'all both like to talk. I can tell. So y'all just took it to the next level.
You should see how it is in Mom's house.
I can imagine.
A lot of that stuff.
Nobody gets a chance to talk,
A lot of that stuff not even recorded. And I sit back and be like, yo, we be a dope reality TV family.
Right. And not only that, so we're 2 of 5. So we have 2 other brothers that contribute to the same type of conversation we have on the show, just on a regular basis at the house or for family events or cookouts and stuff like that. So it's the same kind of conversations we had, just with more input.
That TV show too.
It's crazy.
Oh my God, we been killed. Oh my God.
What, they hit him with this movie?
You know what?
All TV.
I just want to say thank y'all for being here. I mean, clearly this is y'all's spot though over at Starbucks.
Shout out to
Starbucks downtown Trenton.
Downtown Trenton.
Yes.
I want to ask you if you could just throw off your social media handles again for me one more time.
Hit them with the phone.
I'm Flaw 700
I'm not the folk.
on everything. Instagram, Twitter. You can follow me, Flaw 700, FLAW 700. Always serious. The Podcast Brothers. The Podcast Brothers. The Podcast Brothers on Instagram. Podcast Brothers on Twitter.
Hey, I'm your boy Fresco, been famous on Twitter, you heard? That's BIN famous, and on Instagram at Fresco Fame. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody know me, but goddamn, but I'm famous anyway.
And y'all already know who I am. Thank y'all for listening and watching, and we will see you soon.
Peace out.